right, so second hardest problem on the test is this one right here in terms of the length and the amount of stuff we've got to do. These equational lines are super important to pay attention to because no matter how many you do, there's always a slightly different way it can get asked. Remember, whenever we need to find the equation of a line, the first thing we need is the slope. The second thing we need is a point it goes through. And then after we get that, we're going to use that equation right there to plug everything into. So when I look through here, it says the line passes through the points 7, -2, and 3, 1. Write the equation in the form. So it passes through both of those points. So pick one. All right. I like to pick the one that has smaller numbers, less negatives, whatever. Okay, so my line goes through 3, 1, and it won't matter which one you pick. It'd be fine to pick either one. The next thing is I need a slope. All right. Now this is like similar to number 1. I need to find the slope there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, again, I like to give these things names just so I know which is which in case it matters at some point. I want the slope here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going down, so it needs to be negative. So the slope of that line is rise over run, -3/4. Now it doesn't say perpendicular, parallel, it doesn't say any of those things. It just says go through those points. So we're going to use that slope. So now I just take these and I put them into the formula, and then I'm going to have to play around with it. So it's going to be y minus 1, make sure you're careful with the coordinates, -3/4 times x minus 3. Be really careful. I only highlight these so they make sense. This way I can also check I got them in the right spot. x1, 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 and then y1, y1, y1. Okay, so I've got them all in the right spot. Now I can stop there if it doesn't say that it has to be in a specific form. But right here it says it's got to be in y equals form. So I've got two things to do. Parentheses have to go. And again, use the calculator and make sure that you use the fraction part of the calculator. Alpha y equals, bring the fraction up. Then add your 1, and you should get y equals -3/4 x plus 13/4. Okay, and again, I've said this a bunch of times here, and no one is expecting any of you to add and multiply those fractions in your head. All right, use the calculator and make sure you use the fraction capabilities of the calculator so that we're not getting decimals, especially repeating decimals. That's going to be a huge problem.